Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallen, and comedian Jonah Jerkins like to ask dumb questions, tell dumb stories, make dumb lists, and just have a dumb old time with you. Jonah, how are you?
I'm great.
That's awesome, dude. I'm so, always coming out the gate hot. We've got a very familiar guest. Most of the listeners probably know his very contagious laugh.
I guess, yeah.
And he's a sweet, sweet boy. He's got a birthday coming up. He's our producer.
This is my
He's a
birthday present.
funny man.
This
is
is
his
your
birthday present. We've got the one and only Austin Black on the podcast.
Hello,
How are
everybody. I'm happy to be back finally with Joe. It's been a while since me and Joe.
That's right.
I've been
You
on
filled
like
in for
5
me.
with Jonah, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back with Joe, and we're ranking something. That's a big thing for me.
Near and dear to your heart.
I love ranking things.
And we're gonna talk about that
So
because
I demanded that I do a ranking, at least one.
You did,
So I'm very
yeah.
excited because I rank every week. Every week I make my own little ranking when you guys do it with people.
you do, and we get really upset when you have
When
to
I
add
try to
when you add them in. I'm like, why?
No,
Why
I
did-
love it, and
Yeah.
then we'll
Well,
talk.
because we'll be like almost complete, like, so we agree. That's top 5, that's top 5. And then you'll just be like, you guys totally fucking forgot this one. Well, you don't say fuck, but you definitely
Yeah.
will make
Yeah.
us
You're like, oh,
question
there's a
everything.
commercial I watched once in 1995.
How old do you think I am?
Are you not 42?
No. Was that your age?
But you're definitely,
Actually, you know what? It almost is.
Yeah, it almost
Fuck
is.
you.
I know it is. Oh, sweet Jonah.
but you're going to be 25
Yes, sir.
in a few days. You're definitely the oldest almost 25-year-old I know.
I would
And I
definitely
mean, that's
say
a compliment.
that. Yeah,
though.
I
That's
would
not
agree.
a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't
you
listen
know?
to any music from today.
25 is the age where I feel
Nothing?
like once you, maybe 26. Excuse me.
Bless you.
After 26,
Bless you.
thank you, I said.
Yeah.
Age is, I did say, did I not
You
say
did not.
thank
You
you?
didn't
No,
say it.
no,
Yeah,
you
you
didn't.
I
didn't say it.
sneezed, said thank you because you
Oh,
said bless
maybe
you.
you
I
did.
sneezed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, very premature with that bless you. How do you know I'm not a serial sneezer? You were confident I was a one and done?
I do 3 and that's it. So if you had more than 3, I'd say fuck
So if
off.
I sneeze 3 in a row, you'd say God bless you, God bless you, God bless you.
Yeah.
Annoying.
And then Katie
so
mentioned
annoying.
that.
I would not have even
In
thanked them.
Japan, they don't even say bless you.
Why do you know that?
They say you're so good looking.
They say it in
that's from
English just
Seinfeld.
like that too,
That's from
Joe.
Seinfeld.
No, they actually don't. Well, they teach you that in Japanese class. Because I would say bless you, and then my teacher would be like, no, we don't say that.
What do you do?
Okay.
Nothing.
They just ignore
Because
it.
it's rude to sneeze. So it's their fault.
Seriously?
Yeah, no, they think it's it's indecent and rude of them to sneeze in front of other people. Like people
Really?
will go to the fucking bathroom to sneeze.
You know, it was kind of rude, but I was in the middle of a podcast.
So how do people know enough to go to the bathroom? Sneezes come out of
I don't know. I didn't ask them.
You didn't ask them? How many people taught your class? Or is that just a racist thing where you say them?
Joe,
It was Japanese
Joe, what were you
class.
saying, Joe? What were you saying?
All right, well, the sneeze ruined this whole episode
I know,
already.
Jesus.
How many accidents and how many people have died because drivers sneezed behind the wheel?
I
think about that
sneezed
every
during a
time.
left
Good.
turn, and I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Because you can't. I couldn't run to the bathroom. So, you know,
I'm not the one
so I
advocating
almost said
that.
sayonara to a whole right lane of traffic. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was good.
that was pretty
That was
good.
on point.
Hey Joe,
that one?
Write
you're-
that down.
You're on fire.
Thanks,
Write that
man.
down.
I
Yeah.
felt pretty good about that.
Flaming
I've
Joe's
got
here.
good energy going right now.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like I shouldn't, though. We do have some fun topics to talk about.
We do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited because I get to kind of mediate this. I think because I will say that like, both of you, and this is why we want to do this podcast. Both of you had like huge life, not achievements, but life. Life
got
achievements.
gold medals, yeah.
They
gold
were
medals.
definitely. I don't know what you'd call them, but they were. I don't know.
Yeah,
Something
what is the word I'm looking for? Like there are like,
Life altering. Life.
Yeah, but that sounds like we are
Life
dying. But
well, one of you might be.
we'll get there. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're almost there.
Yeah.
Joe. This bullshit's
We should lead
almost
off
over.
with mine because it's more comical in a sense.
We
than
should probably
Austin's.
end on that.
Okay, good point.
Yours was
Lead
more
off with
painful
Austin.
though.
Yeah, yours
that's
is more
what the
painful.
trade-off
Yeah, it
is.
was,
His was
'cause
more painful, and he can make jokes.
Yeah,
Mine's
because
like
I had your thing.
Well,
and it
both
wasn't painful at all.
technically both of you are kind of life.
prep sucked.
Well, what both of you went through is both one potentially could be life ending and one you were ending lives. Like
Good point.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Nice
Huh?
job, Jonah.
Wow.
Nice
Pro
job.
life, Jonah?
Huh?
Yes, if you're pro life.
No, I know what he said. Yeah. No, whatever my dad JD Vance says, I go for that.
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah.
Good. You mean my dad? He was the governor
JD.
or the mayor, or whatever, of my county.
Your dad was?
Oh yeah, because you're from Ohio.
Yeah. JD
Was he?
Vance.
Shut up. Was he really?
Yeah.
Did you meet him?
No, I didn't fucking meet him.
Did
Why
he
would
like? Come, I don't know. I thought he
Oh, he
maybe.
didn't- no, he didn't
I
come
thought
to my
maybe he
school or
like
anything. No,
came and
that's
like
a good question. No.
talked during your Dare class. I don't know.
No, my dad used to be the director of the Dare program.
Shut
Really?
up.
Yeah, he used to wear the dog costume and shit. In Japan.
Shut.
Ooh, McGruff, the crime dog.
Yeah, he used to be McGruff.
I
There's a
love that
picture.
guy.
Why didn't you talk about this when I talked about my Dare story?
I didn't care.
What the fuck?
I was trying to speed up.
Dare was
that.
such a huge. You know. I got the Dare dog the first day.
What does
at Dare.
DARE stand for again? Drugs are really excellent. No. Wait, it's drugs, alcohol, R and E. Like, what the fuck does it stand for? What does DARE stand for?
Recreational engagement?
No, because that's like a good thing.
Oh.
It's,
This
no,
is
it's
supposed
drug
to be, like,
awareness.
anti-drugs.
Drug awareness. Fuck off.
Here,
both
I'll
of
look
you.
it up. You guys can talk. I'll do my job.
Well, okay. So, did you get a Dare Dog? Did you get a Dare Dog?
No, I didn't get a DARE dog.
Okay. Do they still do Dare?
Nick Gruff, the crime dog, was not part of the DARE program. Now that I think about it, he was
No, it was
more
not.
like. Remember the one? No, it was Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear was all like, "Hey, when you smoke a cigarette in the woods, don't be a dick
Completely
about
different.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That
Yeah, I
they're
remember
the
that.
same thing. It's a drug abuse resistance education.
Fuck. That was close.
They like snuck in that R. They didn't
Yeah.
need that R.
Yeah.
They could have just done drug abuse education.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of comedians that have that joke where it's just like, really, are you going to do a thing where you're going to dare a kid not to do something? That's like the most obvious. Like, you're going to
That's
do
a
it.
good joke.
It's not mine. It's probably 15 different comedians. Okay. Yeah. Fuck off, both of you. I
Been
can
around.
see you. Yeah.
Go ahead. Ask him about his balls.
I have glasses on.
No,
can
I
see-
think you're going first.
Am I going
Austin.
first? Okay.
You're going first.
Okay.
I'll
so,
let 60 Minutes Jonah take over. Go ahead, Jonah.
60 minutes. Okay. So, well, you didn't do that, did you? So Austin, unfortunately, you've been having some poop problems.
I guess, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be it.
You had a lot of blood in your stool.
That's right.
Mm.
Every time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not blood on this stool, blood in your stool. Give me some. Two times. One,
two
two.
times, good.
Yeah. Hi, Joe. So you had a little issue. I don't know how to bring this up. The point is, you had a major. It's funny because both of you had the same operation done, not operation, but
That's called a
procedure.
colonoscopy.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
a whole,
so you
we
didn't
had
get
a
a
whole episode for
colonoscopy
Joe-
because
for
of
Joe
what
about
was
it.
maybe happening to your butt stuff.
His was scarier though because he
Yeah.
was bleeding, bloody diarrhea like every time. Almost.
Yeah, for like a month and a half straight.
Month and a half straight.
Yeah, because when I felt big, I remember being like, "Have you lost some weight? You look good." And you're kind of like, oh, "I don't want."
You're like,
to
"I could be
lose all this
dying."
weight, though."
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I'm kind of concerned about that because I'm like, well, I hope it's because I work out like 5 times a week.
Can I say
Now
something?
I'm- But
It's
now-
not. You don't work out hard enough, and we need to talk about that. And your diet sucks. So thank God that you're dying because it's like you look better. Because I'm kidding. Why both of you stare at me like that? Jesus fucking
We got
Christ.
him. Hey.
2 times.
Yeah, 2 times. Yeah.
But yeah. So then you were like, I got to get this procedure done. And we.
I didn't. My family and friends insisted.
No,
of
you
course.
don't fuck around with that. You should have.
Yeah.
You probably should have gone to the ER after day 3 of bloody diarrhea.
It doesn't hurt though. That was the thing. There was no pain. That's why they were all like. That was the
Blood,
main
bro.
concern was that there was no pain. Because if there was pain, there's hemorrhoids, there's this, but like the fact that there's no pain
Yeah.
was like, whoa.
That's the scary part.
Yeah, well, to them it seemed. Of
course.
But to me, I was like, oh, nice. It was convenient for me.
It's crazy
But-
that they actually like. So your doctors did recommend that, or was your family like pushing for it?
No, the doctors immediately were like, no, we need to do that.
That's
Yeah.
insane because
But
like
yeah.
I would say that like I've had friends that like Joe and I are older than you, but like that are like our age and younger that like we have like similar issues and they don't push for that because they're like, oh, at your age you're fine. Like it's weird how a lot
Oh,
of doctors
really?
kind of push it off.
It's very odd. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
had the prostate thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they didn't check it. They found out I had prostatitis through the CT scan.
Oh, okay.
Because the guy was like, "Oh, you're in your 30s. I don't need to check your prostate yet."
Yeah.
That's
Right.
crazy. And then he was wrong.
Yeah, so
And didn't even have a moment where he was like, "Oh, I probably should have checked it." But it's like that's what's wrong. Like with like modern anything, nobody could just fess up to be like, yeah, fuck, could have
Yeah.
saved you a trip."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't do
Yeah.
that anymore.
Well, it's also like it's one of those things where it's like if you fully believe in something, just push for it. Like believe in what you think. Nobody knows your body like you, so like I mean, obviously Joe knows his body really well because he trains all the time. But like it's just like you gotta go for it. You know what I mean?
Well, because apparently ulcerative colitis starts at my age, like 24, 25.
Really?
So that's why they were like, it seems like that. And based on where I'm at now with the information, they said it still seems like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I guess it was good that it was what we thought it was, even though it's not a good thing, but at least it wasn't like.
Do you feel better like now? Now you know, like you have.
Okay, well, I still don't know.
Well, I
but
know.
like, it's still like, I don't know, it's hyper inconvenient to have a lifelong disease suddenly. So yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a little inconvenient for that.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, then they're like, yeah, then you're gonna start getting screened for colon cancer in like 5-6 years.
And you're like,
pretty
fucking great.
consistently, and I'm like, awesome, that's
Yeah.
good. I was like, what a great news. I was like, I jokingly said, I was like, can we just skip that part and just like, can we get the cancer now so we could find it earlier?
Yeah.
because I have more whatever like healthy shit.
Right.
At this age, I was like, I could fight it better.
Yeah.
But now I got to wait until I deteriorate more
Yeah.
to fight it. And I think that's That's bullshit.
Yeah. And
That's bullshit.
Did your doctor look at the clip and was like, well, I could look into that, but I don't think we
Well,
could
did
just
you
make
hear
that
about
happen.
those fucking cancer doctors dying in that plane crash mysteriously?
What?
Yeah, there was like 12 cancer doctors going to a convention to talk about like more cancer research on curing it, and then they all suddenly died in a plane crash.
Oh, so
All right, real quick,
Big
though,
Pharma killed him?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We need to do some
crazy.
research before we start perpetuating any of that shit.
No, I'm not
No,
saying
no,
it
no, that's
is.
a bullshit
million
thing. That's a real
podcasts
thing.
that
That's a
would- yeah.
bullshit. That's a bullshit thing. There's this
Put your head
documentary
in the
called...
sand, Kilgallen, you fuck.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you, a CIA plant? Sounds like it.
There's a doctor in the 50s that basically cured cancer because of like eating clean and all this stuff. He's been fucking dominated. He's been fucking like shut down left and right. There's a documentary
That's
on it that used to be
right.
on old Netflix. Old Netflix was the best Netflix, and it was a great
And
documentary.
then JD Vance.
And then
knows the
JD
cure.
fucking Vance, your uncle.
knows the cure.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's underneath that beard.
Go ahead, continue the interview, Jonah. I'm sorry, I derailed it with the doctor thing. So yeah, that's what's up with me. That's what's been going on.
So-
Have you been
Okay,
feeling
so-
better? Do you feel better now that they've given you like an actual, like kind of an answer, or do you
Not-
still feel lost?
Not really. Nah,
Yeah,
they haven't given
I
an
knew
answer.
it was
I
what it
texted you
was.
because we knew that you had your procedure this past 1 week ago Monday. Because I was having what I had to do the next day.
Yeah.
So I remember I texted you that day, and you were just like, "Yeah, you know, they said this."
I call that my button balls Monday and Tuesday.
Nice, dude. What?
Yeah.
Man, on fire.
Yeah.
You were getting it from the back. I was getting it from the front. We had a whole situation.
Yeah,
going
and I was
on.
getting from all sides, brother.
the way you like it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, that's what's frustrating with anything. Like when I had my colonoscopy, they had like an answer or two, but it still just felt like, all right. And it's weird. Doctors have this weird way of, and I know they're trying to keep you at ease, but they kind of like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. To the point where when they do find nothing, you almost feel like they're calling you dumb.
Sure. Well, it also didn't help. I didn't talk to anybody. They talked to my parents, and then I woke up, and then I left, and I was like, "What did they say?"
Oh,
I
really?
know, I didn't see the
I was like,
doctor
"What the
afterwards
fuck?"
either.
I was like, I didn't get a meeting. They couldn't wait the 10 minutes for me to wake up.
They didn't even,
Really?
that once was like, okay, this is what we found. You're good.
No, they talked to my family. I was
Yeah.
so like, what was funny is that I woke up seeing that he was talking to them, but I was still like half asleep because they put me under.
Yeah.
And I started like punching myself apparently to wake up because I was like, I gotta be alert for this information. This is it, and I'm missing what is being said.
Yeah.
And then I woke back up and everything.
Well, let's
was
talk
reset.
about that though. I was
punching
put
yourself?
under for a colonoscopy. You got put under for a colonoscopy.
I was just gonna bring this up.
How awesome is it to be put under? I loved it, dude.
I guess so.
You didn't love it?
Apparently, I
have you ever been
freaked out
knocked out
and was-
before?
Yeah.
Is this your first time?
Oh,
No, I got wisdom teeth and stuff.
oh, see, no, it's the
Okay.
first time I was ever put under, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Really?
I remember being like, I got to find more things to put me under. But apparently, they don't do that for a
Dare.
vasectomy, though.
Dare.
But yeah, no, I don't know what it was because I remember I was so hungry because I had to do like 2 days of eating nothing.
Yeah.
And just liquid, and so I was starving, and I felt so weak as they were wheeling me in. And I remember they put the thing over me, and they're like, "All right, take a deep breath, take a second." And by the time I was even starting the second deep breath, I was out. So I was already sleepy as they were bringing me in because I was just so weak from hunger
Yeah.
and
being a bitch.
being a bitch. Yeah, and then I just don't remember anything. I just remember waking up, being wheeled back into the room, and then just kind of coming to. But I didn't have any weird. People ask me often because it's pretty common when you come out of any kind of anesthesia. You have a weird reaction. Some people speak in an accent. Some people start speaking gibberish, or
I
they
scared my
they
parents.
flirt with
My
everybody.
dad tried to make out with his mom.
Yeah, of course
It's a real
he did.
story. Yeah.
What a baller that guy
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Jeff Jerkins.
What's he doing?
He's
Was
dead.
that your Grandma Betty?
Oh, good memory. But no, Grandma Alice.
Oh,
That's his
oh,
mom. Yeah.
Grandma
no,
Betty.
Betty's fucking hot.
Damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
Alice.
Dude, Betty's a fucking hot piece of ass. That's
Alice
that.
is
I started
fine, but-
singing in my bed. I was singing "From Now On" by Supertramp.
How's that go?
I'm not gonna sing it now. You're not trapping me. But I was luring
Oh.
my parents
Your
in.
pun? There's a pun there.
Yeah, it was. I was luring my parents in. They're like, "What is he saying?" And when they got close, I went, "Ah!" And I scared
Yeah.
the shit out of them.
This is
And then I
exactly,
went back to sleep.
This is exactly why I don't want to get put under because I'm so afraid about how I'm going to react because I'm going to be silly and I'm
We
going
know
to do
you're
something.
just going to say the
Yeah.
N-word over and over again.
I don't need to be put under for that.
Ah!
Yeah.
But I'm actually sad I didn't have any funny things. I wish I would have done something funny. I was
Well, it
just a
sounds like your
normal
body
person
liked
when
it.
I came out of it.
Yeah.
I did. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
My body wanted to wake up.
I think
and
you
eat,
just needed
I think
to
is what it
sleep.
I probably did,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you
Being
need to sleep in your-
exhausted dad.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to switch gears and talk about me now?
No, I think a couple more questions for Awesome. No, okay, cool. Let's
No,
talk
I'm
about
kidding.
you.
Go ahead. Talk
Rattle
about
them
awesome
off.
shows.
Let's
I
do
think
it.
like not to get serious here, but like how you feeling, brother?
Oh, whatever. If it
Yeah.
happens, it happens.
You're like
You
so
still scared?
nonchalant about
I
this.
don't
It's
give a
insane.
shit.
You think that's an age thing, or do you think that's
I don't know. I've lived quite a full life.
No, you have not. You're young.
You're not even 25 yet.
You're not. You just figured out how to dress better. What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking
He's got a good summer look.
That's what I'm saying. He just
Oh,
figured it out.
Nice.
He
This
just
is
figured
my
it out.
Adam Sandler wear, and it's matching this watch I bought to match Jonah's watch that he refuses to wear again.
We're different.
There was a whole odyssey where Jonah was trying to buy a pink dial watch that Mark Wahlberg weighs. Pray up.
Where's?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you bought it finally. It was a whole saga. He bought it, and then I bought mine. That's like a very
Very
it's a
nice.
cheaper version of it, but
It's a very nice
fun.
watch.
And then I've been wearing it for like 2 weeks straight, and I can't get this motherfucker to wear it again.
Well, if it makes sense in my outfit, I wear my watches.
You have too many watches, Joe. That's a problem. Okay,
Yeah,
what's your
ever.
question? Sorry.
Well, I don't know now because now I feel uncomfortable. So let's make you feel uncomfortable.
Good,
What if you got a
My
stage
phone
4
tells me the
diagnosis? What's the
time.
first thing you would do?
What you said?
Oh, he goes, if you got a stage 4 diagnosis, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Yeah.
Oh
Leading
man,
off
there's
heavy.
so many good questions.
Yeah.
Would I just go straight bald for the instant sympathy? Maybe.
Would you?
You know what I would not do though? If you got stage 4 cancer and had to go through chemo, I would not shave my head for solidarity.
Really?
No. And
Really?
if I were going through stage 4 cancer,
Can I be honest with you? I wouldn't
to-
either. Like,
No, no. Let
I
me
love this
explain
man
why.
so much. I love you so much, but I would
but
not.
let me explain why I don't like it when people shave their head when their friend's going through chemo for solidarity. Because if I were going through chemo, right, and I had to lose all my hair,
Yeah.
and then you did it on purpose to shave your head, and you did it on purpose to shave your head, I would look at both of you and be like, cool, thanks for reminding me that I have cancer. Because
It's
it's
like
bad
looking-
enough I'm going
yeah.
through it. I look at you guys and I think these fucking idiots didn't have to do that. And then I'm sad again because I'm reminded by looking at your ugly bald heads that I'm going through something horrible.
Right.
You know what I mean? If
You're just
anything,
being
grow
silly.
your
You're
hair
just
out
being
cooler.
like fun about it.
You should grow your hair out to make me be like, I'm going to beat this cancer so I could have hair like that
Get
again.
that hair
Yeah.
back.
That's
yeah.
you want to motivate.
Also, I'm shaving my head for my own for the ladies to be like, oh, like you shaved your head for Joe. I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
I
sympathy.
mean,
So you're all about like sympathy, like look what I did for my friend. And his
exactly.
cancer.
I'm just thinking passive income. So I mean, it's just-
well, I broke my leg sophomore year of high school, and I had a lot of girls write their phone numbers on the cast.
Did they?
his
Having
leg
a
wasn't
broken leg was
He-
like awesome
he found
because
a
I didn't have to
cast.
flirt. I just was crutching around, and then people were like, "Oh, what happened?" I'm like, "I broke my leg doing this," and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
Live in your glory years.
Here's the number.
Yeah, how old
And
are you
it's like,
now?
Me?
Yeah.
I am 36.
God,
Right.
God, he looks
Yeah, you're
good.
36. So you're talking about 20 years ago. That's awesome.
I was in sophomore in high school. Yeah,
Mhm,
I'm not
mhm.
36.
I think it's a
wish
funny
I was
story.
36.
Did you keep?
I'm not
did you
40
keep,
yet.
Did you keep your cast on? Where you're just like, man, I'll call these old 16-year-olds.
Keep my. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck you,
No.
Not your
Jonah.
cast on. You keep your
Hey,
cast.
that's too
It was a
much.
fun little. People write phone numbers on my cast. It didn't have to turn into some.
Come
weird,
on, JD
like, let's
Vance.
relive.
Come on.
No, they take the cast away once you heal.
Cast Away?
They take the cast away.
the cast-
the Castaway. The movie
Castaway.
Castaway.
Yeah.
They take Castaway.
That's a funny
You
bit,
know,
though.
they take the DVD away.
Mm-hmm.
Wilson, good
You're
guy.
awesome.
Mhm.
Sweet boy.
Did you ever break a bone?
Never.
Well, we could fix that.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
felt that
nice.
had been
Keep
set
running
up.
your fucking mouth, bro.
Yeah.
Austin, hold him down. I'll snap that leg.
Yeah. We'll break his bait.
So what would okay? Let's say bad case, right? Bad scenario for you, right? Let's just say, which we all hope doesn't happen, right?
I like the small hesitation.
It was just to say because you and I hung out. I think days before you got your procedure done.
Sure.
I was so impressed at how like good spirits you're in. I thought
Yeah.
that was amazing, right? But you're in good spirits. You always are. You try to make the best out of things. You get the bad news. You get the stage 4 cancer.
Okay.
What's the first 4 things you do?
First 4 things I
Yeah.
do? Okay.
We're not going to interrupt.
Well, I
just
shaved my head.
okay.
That's the first thing. Just get it on with.
Okay.
Nothing's worse than watching it slowly fall out like a fucking
Yeah.
skeleton.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And then I don't have that much money, but I guess I just spent all my money
Okay.
on something.
On what?
I don't know. I don't know if
By
I want to
boat?
go anywhere.
I feel like you're in I feel like you're in a boat phase.
What's wrong? Oh,
He's like, "Would you do
I thought
coke?"
I thought Joe was
I know,
signaling
my
something was
fault.
in my
We
nose.
didn't want to interrupt, but you were like, "What would you spend all your money on?" I was giving him the signal for cocaine,
Cocaine, yeah.
and then you looked at me going like, "Do I have something in my fucking?"
Yeah, I
nose?"
thought
you
you-
thought I was telling you.
Yeah.
No, I
funny,
don't know.
man.
I
if
feel like you're in a boat phase of your life. You look like you're in a boat phase.
No, I have a boating license, but no, I wouldn't.
Would you wear a boating hat and just kind of wear it out?
I have a boating hat.
I know you do.
I do that shit anyway. I'm trying to
Okay.
think of things I would do. I guess I mean, like, I guess it'd just be like, I'd probably put something on my story, my Instagram story, be like, hey guys, I got 5 weeks left. Anyone want to
Jesus.
fuck? Hit me up.
Sympathy ass. That's what he's.
So you-
looking for.
Anyway,
So you
but
could-
like, I'm not gonna say all sad. I'm gonna be like, guys, it is what it is. Everyone wants to come over and fuck. Doors open. you
Okay.
know?
I would just be like, "Hey, the cancer's in my
And then
dick."
Jonah shows up.
Yeah. Okay. So good question. What if do you still like have like I'm not going to do that with you. Or is it anybody? You
At
said
that
doors
point-
open. You said
Oh,
doors
I
open.
see.
Anybody
He's
want to
asking-
fuck?
I'm thinking about it. I'm
No,
thinking about
Jonah's
it.
asking if the standards get erased.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where you're
Well,
like,
I
you
would
never
ho-
know.
Well, I fucking hope it would be people that had some kind of, even a small part of my life. At least I have a memory with them. I'm not taking strangers.
Right.
But like,
Are you telling people things you've always wanted to say to them?
oh yeah.
Really?
Oh fuck yeah.
What's the first thing you say to
that might
Joe
be-
and I?
Oh, I would tell Joe.
Remember, Joe, before you get upset, he has cancer when he says this.
I tell Joe just to ease up and keep smiling.
Oh.
Thank you.
I
So
tell him
nice.
not to lose his handsomeness. Once he loses his handsomeness, he should kill himself.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
also
yeah,
what I
yeah.
tell him.
I think about that often.
And then Jonah, I tell you to just wear less shirts. I think
Wear less shirts.
I think you look. I know behind that shirt, there's a lot going on. That's good, and I think you should wear less shirts.
I'm going to make out with you right now.
So you're saying you should wear less shirts is the weirdest way of saying be shirtless.
Yeah, well, because he owns 600 shirts.
Pop that top
Yeah.
off, flash them nips.
Pop them
you
top
know?
off. Let me
You
see
are a
them
big
titties.
shirts guy.
I'm a shirt guy.
It's hilarious. But yeah, no, I would definitely tell people a bunch of. I would just let it loose, tell people stuff.
Yeah.
I'd shave the head. I'd go full on like, let's just like do shit, you know. But I wouldn't be like, I gotta go to Spain. Like I wouldn't be doing that. I
You
wouldn't.
do that accent? I gotta go to Spain.
Disneyland.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah, good. But yeah, I'd just be doing that stuff. I mean, again, I couldn't imagine me being any like different. I'd just be like, whatever.
Is there anything that you like have never experienced that you're like, I'm fucking doing that first?
Uh,
Like jerking off David at the.
you're a motherfucker. I would.
What are you gonna do? They're gonna
I would
arrest you?
I'd
dead.
ask. I'd probably want to get put through a table.
Oh,
fun.
like WWE.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
something that it's 100% something I need to do.
Yeah,
I almost bought. They were selling $7 full length mirrors at Target. I almost bought one so I could just run through it
fun.
for like a video. So I'm not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
maniac, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like for some purpose.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm ready to go through something.
All right, we're about 22 minutes into the podcast right now, so let's shift
People know
gears.
because they're looking at it.
Yeah, we got
I
it.
do
We
know.
got
Yeah,
we got it for Joe now.
This is so great. I love that we
Isn't that
have.
great?
So you went through that, and then a day fucking later, 24 hours later, Joe has a huge procedure done as well. Not a huge procedure, but a big
Well,
one.
yeah, I mean,
A painful
any
one.
man who has to go through this knows it's not something you look forward to. I had a vasectomy. Let's give a shout out to our boy Jonah over here. Oh, thank you for that. I'm giving Jonah a shout out though because I have to. You're not allowed to drive yourself home from these things. And
Right.
this guy hooked it up, so I didn't have to have like a stepmom or a sister get me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that was very kind of you. And we went out and had some breakfast.
We
That
had
was
some
very
breakfast. It was a good
Very
time,
lovely.
yeah.
It was a good
Yeah.
breakfast actually.
Yeah,
I really liked
yeah.
it. I got this
Where?
like andouille sausage on top of the eggs. Breakfast House, is that what it's called?
That's right. Yeah.
There's like it's
Yeah.
like there's like 3 or 4 of them in the
Yeah,
city.
yeah,
They
yeah.
do well though. It's only open for breakfast and it's like a brunch spot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, yeah, I went in for that on Tuesday. I will break it down for everybody. I've been talking about this on stage a little bit. Everyone kind of tells you, oh, it's not a big deal. You go in, you know, they numb you up real well, so you don't feel anything. You don't have to be put under, which I thought was crazy. How do you not put me under for a colonoscopy, which is them shoving something up your ass,
Yeah.
which is a kink for some people. But you're not going to put me under to snip into my scrotum. They're cutting into your ball skin,
Yeah.
which is like eyelid skin. It's fucking thin. We know
Yeah.
that, right? Like, so
Yeah.
like it just baffled me how they did that. So they all tell you, oh, it's not a big deal. They'll numb you up. You'll feel a little something. And then you get to be just a couch potato for a few days. Put a fucking bag of peas on your balls, and then you're fine, right?
Do you put a bag of peas on your balls because it makes your balls look bigger? Because all the little peas?
The peas are in
Yes,
the bag,
yeah.
Jonah.
I mean, that's why
I mean,
like.
I mean, because you
on,
feel
man.
against it. Well, no, you feel
mean,
against it. How about that? Or-
Just because Joe's
okay.
on fire doesn't mean you have to reach.
Well, how about this? What if you had a bag of potatoes? You'd be like, okay, well, that's kind of the same size. Now I feel like less of a man.
First
More
of
than
all,
less
I
of a
didn't.
man.
See-through
I
bags.
actually bought ice packs from Amazon, so I didn't actually use peas. That's just the expression people throw around there. I
No,
used
I
a
know.
genuine ice pack that I put in between my because they want you to wear really tight underwear. So I'd buy like underwear that's. I'm wearing the tight
He's
underwear
got
right
it in
now. I
his
still have to.
pocket.
Yeah.
So I'm 6 days removed from it.
Yeah.
And I'll get to why that's significant in a second. So they bring you in. There's a few things that happen that really like I was not prepared for at all. Number one, they told me it's going to be just like a dentist appointment. I fucking hate the dentist. So it's like fucking prepare me more. Don't just say that like that's not a big deal.
Like, it's just like drawing blood for you.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
awful.
awful.
Which you also
It's
hate,
awful.
yeah.
It's awful.
So I get called into you're in the waiting room. They call you in. These 2 nurses call me in, both women. I bring that up because it helps for the visual because my doctor is also a woman. So I have
Nice.
3 women.
Okay, so rank them hottest to the least hot.
Honestly, none of them did anything for me because
there's a
That'd be
dentist
crazy if they
office.
did.
look, I will say this.
You're like one last
I
round.
am above average in that area.
Uh-huh.
I am far from a porn star or anything like that,
Right.
but I'm respectable.
Yeah.
The face.
For
is a
whatever
porn
reason
star.
on that
Are you
day,
this big?
Nice.
Yeah.
show you on Jonah's mouth.
Yeah.
For whatever reason on that day,
Oh, you're frightened.
it was the worst it's ever looked.
Of course.
It was just all the blood rushes to your brain because you're overthinking everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so the nurse.
Hey, you sent me a picture and I thought you looked just fine.
Thanks, buddy. I actually have some pictures on my phone because I want to see the healing
know you-
I
process.
have
It's
pictures too.
disgusting.
You tried. Oh,
Oh, I
okay,
got
that's
a
fuck
asshole.
you both.
No,
You
I have to
asshole
talk.
photos?
No, I told Jonah this is the topic I want to talk about. So
Dick pics or
Oh,
asshole
right. Yeah,
photos?
that's right.
Yeah, no.
So-
I want to start a trend.
So, dude, they shave you. They tell you, hey, you don't shave
What?
yourself. We'll shave you. They shave your
Like your balls?
Yeah, they shave
That's
your balls.
so nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
not really. Can I
Oh,
tell
they
you
don't
why?
use. Oh, okay.
They don't use shaving cream. It was a dry shave. So she
You're
holds
using a
my
knife.
fucking embarrassingly small dick back. Only for that moment. I wish I
Only
didn't
for
say
that
it like
moment.
'cause
Yeah,
there's a
make sure you
clip
say
for
that.
you
For that
losers.
moment.
For that moment.
that- for
Retake-
those 10
Normally,
you
minutes.
should probably retake that. Retake
Yeah,
that.
that's right. So she holds my beautiful penis back, and then
And it goes whop.
shaves
Yeah.
so fast. Where I'm
Ugh.
like
Hey.
looking away, like putting my hands up. She's like, "It's not doesn't hurt or anything like that." I'm like, it doesn't feel." And she's like, "Most people say it tickles." I'm like, "Well, I wouldn't call
I
it
don't
that."
want my balls
Yeah.
tickled.
Right? And then the other nurse is there, and then eventually when they're done with the prep, the doctor comes in. And I'm Winnie the Poohing it,
Yeah.
which I didn't like. Because they were
No.
like, just be naked from the waist down. I'm like, can I just pop the shirt off?
Yeah.
I'd rather be completely naked. This isn't a good
At
look.
least pop my shirt up.
And they were kinda like-
because I'm used to at least a shirt up.
Keep the shirt up.
Yeah.
They were like, no, you could keep the shirt on. I'm kind of like, this is so stupid. This is a bad look. I'm wearing socks. I am literally ankles to hips nude. My feet are covered with my socks, and my shirt's,
No shoes though.
No shoes.
It'd be funny if you had
Oh,
shoes.
yeah,
on.
the
should've
shoes
cut the
would be
shoes
fun.
out. Yeah,
I wish
yeah.
there was shoes.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, sandals.
And then
That'd be funny if they cut your shorts like in a triage, and you're like, I could just take those
yeah,
off.
you can just take them out. They ruin your shorts.
Wildly unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right? I would have said to them. So then, the doctor comes in and she's like, "Oh, you're going to feel a pinch here. It's going to feel like a rubber band thing." And I don't want to look down at all.
sounds
I
bad.
do not want to look down at all. And so this is how it works. While the doctor is doing the procedure, the one nurse who shaved me, her role is basically just holding my penis out of the way. And then the other nurse, I noticed at one
Out of
point,
the
I'm
four
holding
knuckles,
her hand.
is it above?
No, not
below?
the size stuff.
Okay.
It's
You brought it up.
well, just
Okay, out of the 8 knuckles. Does that make you feel better?
let's get that thumb up, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, so like,
nice.
so I am all of a sudden I find myself holding the one nurse's hand. And I
Yeah.
don't know how I began to hold her hand. I think I was just
Did they
freaked
ask
out so
you,
much. I
like-
was holding her, and she was totally cool with it. She's like, "No, hold my hand. It's fine. I'm out here to help you." But I had AirPods in, but I kept squirming because I was so freaking out. The AirPod would fall out, and that nurse would have to then go get the AirPod because I was trying to listen to music to distract myself. But that's where it's fucked up too, because it's like now I'm picking the soundtrack to this.
Now every
Yeah.
time you hear the song, you're thinking about your balls being snipped.
Yeah.
Every time I hear "Come As You Are" by Nirvana,
You did it? Did you
I
do
threw it.
Breed?
Breed came up too. Yes. Breed, Come As
Yeah.
You Are. And then I played some Chapel Roan. She's the pop star of the day, and you got to respect what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that was a real moment for
Summon
you.
Phenomenon, Red Wine Supernova. What other song came out?
You know what? Never thought that was going to happen. This part of this story.
Wow.
Me actually listening to Pink Pony Club.
Okay.
It's a good
I
tune.
don't know any of this.
There you will.
Did you listen to
Get on,
AC/DC?
it's her world now. Get on board or get out of the way.
No, AC/DC Big Balls.
No.
Dude, we forgot
That
about
would've
that in
been
the
a
last
fun one.
podcast.
Fuck, that
Damn
would've
it.
been a good
Damn
one.
it, Jonah.
It would have been
Damn.
saying if like the thing popped out and was still playing, and all the nurse heard was, "I got
big
big balls."
Yeah. They would have been like, not
Or
really.
or it was like, I want you to play with my ding-a-ling.
Oh, that one?
My ding-a-ling. It's
that
Chuck
would have
Berry.
been a fun one.
Good.
But anyway, so like, they finished up and I was just in so much pain. I just feel like I felt it too much. I feel like whatever they gave me was not enough. This is funny too, as a big drinker. I said, that Valium didn't do much for me. And then she's like, well, most people say it just feels like you're buzzed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a
past
drinker.
that. I'm Irish.
I'm like, do you have any Jameson back there? I need something stronger than this weak. Valium was pussy shit.
Really?
I would have to take like 5 of those to feel anything. It's so fucking weak Valium is.
Yeah.
But then they just like, the next few days you're just in so much pain and you are icing it constantly. And any move, dude, your balls move all the time. Like, this would be more for YouTube. I once cut like this part in between my thumb and index finger, and it was a small cut.
The webbing?
Yeah, the webbing. And I remember it was a small cut. I'm like, God, this sucks. And my one buddy being like, dude, it's a tiny cut. I'm like, dude, it's not the size of the cut. It's the location of the cut.
Right.
Same
with the tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a
Inside
tattoo
it,
in the
yeah.
wrong spot, it's going to hurt more than if you get it like on your bicep.
Yeah.
Of course, right? Good call. And so you just don't realize how much, like I sleep on my side. I couldn't really fall asleep on my side.
Yeah.
Because think about what happens to your balls when you're on your side. You don't want
Hanging
any
out.
movement, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's just little stuff like that that really fucking made me uncomfortable. And it looks awful, dude. It looks like he lost a fight. It's black and blue.
Ugh.
And then the bottom of your penis gets black and blue because like the way the blood works around, even though that wasn't operated on.
Was your wife interested to see it?
I showed her, of course. Yeah.
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 Oh, she's a nurse, obviously, but like, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think I could do that.
You don't think you could show your wife what just happened?
My
to you?
destroyed dick?
It's balls.
I'm sorry, my broken balls?
Thank you.
Women don't care about balls, dude. Someone once said, who the fuck said this? I once heard a woman say, if she notices your balls, that means your dick is bad.
A good yeah,
Oh.
wow, that's good. That should be on a
good
t-shirt.
poetry.
Let's get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I think I got that from a TV show. I don't know who said that. Anyhow, but like, yeah.
That should be the
so
slogan of Hog Squad.
Yeah.
if she notices your balls, you don't have a hog.
Yeah.
Can't
Something like
join.
that.
If she
yeah.
notices your balls, you're not a member.
That's good.
Yeah.
You should just get up a website and create a Hog Squad
We just got to
constitution.
move forward
Yeah.
with that.
I thought it's funny with jokes. So Joe and I we had a nice lunch and
Breakfast?
poor Joe. No,
It was lunchtime.
It was lunchtime.
That was like
And so Joe goes, I'm like, hey, do you need a drink or something? He goes, I don't think I got a volume. I don't think I should drink on that. And then I was like, I'll take a mimosa. And he goes, I'll take a mimosa too. I was like, Joe. And then like they came down and then he had a sip and then he's like, can I actually have this? And I Googled it and I was like, we can't drink that, Joe.
Yeah,
And I
you
had
get
to
both
like,
of them instead,
I
yeah.
had to like move it over. And then of course, like, Joe was just like, what? And I go, it's just, what WebMD says, let's just, I think you're fine. I think you're okay. It was like,
Yeah, it was-
you read anything online, it's always like the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah,
But I was like, shit, not only did Joe get his dick snipped, he's also going to die tonight.
All right, so here's what the last thing I'll say, and then we got to get into the episode. And we're doing top 5 Adam Sandler movies, everyone, which I should
We
have
got to
teased
talk
at
about
the
that
beginning.
criteria, of course.
Yeah, of
and
course,
I'm here
we'll get
ready
into
to
that.
fight the criteria.
So part of the instructions is that you cannot ejaculate. I'm going to be scientific. For 7 days.
Come on.
Oh
now.
my god!
And I'm on day
lot for you?
6.
Oh,
and
shit.
I literally. This
Oh, wait, is midnight going to be 7?
No, it'll be like noon the next day.
Let's
but,
fucking come, dude.
Yeah, we'll bring the mics
Let's
to the
come.
bathroom wall, and you can hear.
Yeah. Oh.
This is the longest I've gone without coming since I first knew I could make myself come. Since jerking off,
No
I've never gone
way,
a full
Joe.
week. I'm
Really?
like 95%.
You've never done
sure.
the No Nut for November or whatever?
Fuck no.
Nice.
People who do that are losers.
Nice.
You are an absolute loser.
What a
Why
good
would you try to go?
opinion.
Why would you go 30 days without coming? That's just dumb.
Yeah, shave your face.
And even if you were going to go 30 days without jerking off, try to fuck, you fucking loser. I like the way that sentence flowed. Try to fuck, you
Oh,
fucking
man.
loser.
Hey,
But
take 2?
I'm no need.
I mean, it was
Here's
good.
why I am nervous about doing that. There's going to be blood.
Really?
Everything
Oh,
I've
that's
read
scary.
said the first time you come after a vasectomy, there will be blood in your cum. And I've never seen that before.
That's kind of fun, like
and
shooting blood.
That sounds fucking horrific, dude.
No.
I don't want that at all.
You hate blood, right?
I'm not coming tomorrow. I need a few more days.
Yeah.
I do. I need a few
Yeah.
more days. I'm not mentally ready. I'm still sore-ish.
You should
know?
come in a sock, and then you can tie the sock, and you won't see what's inside the sock.
It's gonna be painful anyway.
You know it sock's white and then it soaks
the
through.
actual
black
ejaculation.
one.
What do you think
a
a sock
painful
is?
Too.
Oh, is
You're
it?
stretching out skin that hasn't been stretched out for a while.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not like
you
I've been
gotta-
getting boners every day since it's happened.
You haven't?
My shit's still in trauma.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
You
weeping.
know? Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about that. Well, when does your cum stop being cum?
Oh, when is the sperm no longer in it?
Yeah.
That'll be after X amount of ejaculations. So like in a couple months, I have to come in a cup and then bring it into their lab, and then they have to test to see if the sperm's in
Yeah,
there.
that sucks. It
Do you-
takes a
but
Do
while.
you know what happens to the sperm? So right now, here's what happens. For people who don't know what a vasectomy is, they cut off the vas deferens, which takes the sperm and brings it into the semen. Sperm is created in your testicles. Semen is created in your prostate. They meet together. They shoot out
mixing
for a
pot.
fun, happy time. So right now, when they cut that off, my testicles are still going to create sperm, of course.
Of course.
But my body will just absorb it.
Right.
Because they won't make that trip
Right.
to meet the semen. You're saying right because you know this. I'm trying to educate everyone else, by the way. That's why I'm explaining this.
Oh, I'm saying it like as in I think I'm just propelling your story.
Oh, fair enough. I thought you were saying right, like, dude. we
No,
know
no,
this.
I'm
Most
propelling your
people
story.
don't.
No.
The number of dudes I've brought this up, and they're like, "Man, I could never do something like that." Like never coming again. That sounds crazy.
I
I'm
like
no,
looking
you
at my
fucking
Okay,
don't.
so
That's not what it is.
all are your friends 50-year-old black men?
Was that the accent I just
You
did?
did.
A little bit.
It was like Louisiana.
Yeah.
Because
I wanna see
was
my
doing a
cum.
specific
Yeah.
person I talked
Yeah.
to recently, and he would meet your definition.
Okay,
of what you just
okay,
asked. So
yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Initials BB.
Anyhow. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm telling people it's taking the poison out of the drink, taking the sperm out of the semen.
Very
what
good.
I mean?
Can I ask you a question? Do you think I'll notice a taste difference?
Well, I mean, I don't think you'll notice it immediately, but your energy levels will be down because I know I'm a big source of protein for you.
Right. Yeah.
So when you hit the gym the next morning after, and you're struggling to get that last rep in, that's when you'll know.
Yeah.
That's when you'll be like,
Do you actually think it will make it taste less of a taste? Do we know this information?
You know,
Why
someone
didn't you
out
ask?
there, I should have asked that, but really,
We should have taste test before.
There's
Well, we still can. He has like
No,
he
he can't
has like
now.
100
there's
shoots
still
to
some
do.
in there.
Yeah.
No, there's still some in there.
Did you not fucking listen to his story?
No, I did. I just thought I
didn't
just still assumed it would still be a little
said a
bit
couple months.
diluted.
No, I mean, no.
You know,
still
it's like when you leave your drink out and the ice melts
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
the carbonation.
because your balls are creating sperm constantly.
constantly.
So it's not like they cut it and then the source is just gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what? I'm surprised there's not some like single dude out there who didn't like go, I'm gonna have a bunch of partners taste test and then get this vasectomy and then afterwards have them taste test again to see if there's a difference.
That sounds like a great Mr. Beast
I
video.
could not do that. That would be
It does,
if
yeah.
Mr. Beast
It's
was
like
cool.
If he was like, all right, guys, so I'm going to taste my cum now, then get it snipped, and a couple months later, we're going to taste it again. That'd be
Yeah.
a great YouTube short.
Also,
That would
we're gonna
get-
give
that
you
would get
$500 million.
That would get
Yeah.
a million views if someone did that.
It's also the same guy like that in college is like, do you know that semen's a negative calorie?
Yeah.
You know, like you actually burn more calories.
Do you know actually eating pineapple doesn't affect it? It just affects you mentally. And then from the mentally standpoint, it's going to make your cum taste better? Like that guy?
Are you talking to a 50-year-old black guy again?
Yeah, that's me talking to a video. Yeah.
Top 5 Adam Sandler movies, everybody. And there's going to be a criteria here because Austin, who's a big Adam Sandler fan, and I imagine Jonah is.
Huge.
I like Adam Sandler, but I don't think I'm anywhere near the level you two are with fandom. Is it his best movies or his funniest movies? See, to me, I'm a comedy guy, so I chose his funniest movies.
Sure.
And I'll give an example of something that's going to make people hate me. The movie Click was incredibly emotional. His acting in it's very superb. That's when he made a turn. And it's a very sad movie. I remember seeing that opening weekend and walking out, and I saw it with a group of friends. And I was annoyed because I thought I was going to see a comedy.
Sure.
But that was
is-
not a comedy.
That's a good point.
So if I was like to say Adam Sandler performances, yeah, Click's probably top 5. But I was going to say funniest Adam Sandler movies, that's fucking nowhere near there. And I feel like they kind of duped the audience a little bit.
Sure.
They should have advertised it more the way they did Punch Drunk Love, where it's like, hey, this is a dramatic, serious thing, but it's Adam Sandler, so there's going to be some jokes.
Yeah, of course it's
You know
going to
what I
be
mean?
naturally funny. Yeah.
I have not seen the one that everyone loved.
Uncut Gems.
I've not seen that.
Okay.
I heard it's an anxiety-riddled movie, so at
It
the
is
time in my
very
life,
much.
Chaos.
I
Yeah.
did not want to see one of those because I don't love anxiety-riddled movies.
How do you feel about
I
him as
did
a
like the movie where he was a basketball agent.
I haven't actually seen that one.
That
It's
was
one of the
good.
few Hustle.
Hustle. That was a good one.
So how do you feel about him as a dramatic? Because we all know that Austin loves him as a
He is
dramatic
one of the
actor. I love
greatest
him.
actors alive.
Joe, what's your
when he wants to be.
thoughts on him as a?
well, again, I haven't seen
dramatic
Uncut
actor?
Gems, which everyone loved, but I do in his
I feel like you say like Uncut Jams.
Uncut, yeah.
Uncut Gems. Is that how I
Uncut
said
Jams.
It's like a meme.
But I gotcha. I don't know that meme.
I don't know.
The things I've seen him get dramatic in, I've enjoyed. And for whatever reason, and this is me and our profession, Jonah and I, and you're in that world too, my man, of course. But stand-up comedians tend to be phenomenal dramatic actors.
Crazy, right?
We just had the anniversary of Robin Williams passing. It's been
Amazing.
about 10 years now, I believe. I think it was 10-year anniversary of Robin Williams
insane.
passing. He sticks out the most. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's so good.
And there's a number of other ones too, where it's like, I don't know what
Bill
it is. with
Burr.
yeah.
He plays pretty. I mean, they're not
Bill Burr's
super
great.
dramatic, but he's good at playing just a normal.
Well, he's
dude.
going to be on Broadway doing Glengarry.
Yeah.
I
Glen
saw
Ross.
that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
isn't that
hell
crazy?
yeah.
Yeah.
What a great casting.
Are we doing first credit? Like, can we do airheads? Can we do cone heads? Can we do? That's weird. That's both of our heads. Can we do like supporting roles, or do we have to do stars?
He
No,
has
no
to be-
cone heads. Airheads, yes, because he's on the. I would say this. He
Like
needs
top
to-
3 build?
He needs to be
Yes.
on the cover of the DVD.
Okay.
Which he is on Airheads.
Yeah.
Not in Conan.
Yeah.
Not on Coneheads.
So
I mean.
and then
It
also
makes
because of
nuts.
Joe's list but Joe's list is different than your list, which I was kind of both on both of yours.
Mm-hmm.
I know you did 2 different ones. So as a group, are we doing specifically comedy, or are we doing all about
Like, is
best,
he the
best period?
The movies he's the funniest in, or the movies that are just fucking good? Is
Yes.
like that's my because I mean those are they're completely different. From
Are we doing okay? So that's a
Because-
good question. Are we doing Are we doing the movie's fucking good? Or are we doing he's fucking good?
Well, yeah, I rank him based on he being good and the movie being good too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like,
so
'cause
overall, just
what's
good
a
movie.
I can't think of one right now, but there's a movie he's in where it's like it's really good, but he's like, yeah, he's Adam Sandler. But like, there's some movies where I'm like, holy shit, he's so good,
Like,
and then the movie's like not good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's whatever is the easiest for everybody. I can do both.
Like where he plays the movie where he plays an agent isn't the best, but he's good in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm not being silly. I'm
Yeah, I
being
know,
serious.
I know.
No, I didn't take anything to it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think we could form a top 5 together like we've done with other top 5 lists. I think we should just each say our 5 favorites.
I think we should argue about
I
it.
think we should build it.
I think we should build it.
I'm not for the comedy then. If Joe's locked in on the
This
funny,
is gonna
then
be a
let's do
2-hour
the funny.
podcast. I hope you guys are aware.
It's not.
Let's do funny then.
Okay, 'cause
I'm
we're
all for the
50
funny.
minutes in right now.
We got it.
We got it.
I'm locked in. We're ready to
All
go.
Yeah.
I just wanted you guys to be aware
We're
of the time.
prepped.
Yeah.
All right, lead it off.
Go ahead,
Awesome.
Jonah.
Awesome. Well, how about this? I'm going to say just because overall, one of my favorites, period. I know I'm not wearing the t-shirt, but if I had the t-shirt, I would. Billy Madison.
It needs to be
number
on
one.
the top 5. I will not leave this room until it's on the top 5.
Billy Madison?
It's got to be.
It's gotta
if
be.
it's not on there,
I know that
this is a
movie from
crime.
start to
It's-
finish. I know every line of that movie. It was, I watched it in, I think, 4th grade after a baseball tournament.
Oh, wow.
And I have
young.
never laughed so fucking hard. I still laugh every time I watch it. To me, it is a pure comedic gem.
Hey, all
Joy.
the cool kids piss their pants.
It's my number 3 on my Adam Sandler top 5.
Let's go.
It was great.
It's on my number 2 for the
Okay.
funniest.
So we already know that's in there.
That's in there.
That's
It's
in
locked
there.
in.
Okay.
Good,
Yeah.
good start. Locked
Okay.
in.
So Joe, do you want
Joe,
to go next? Or do
you
you
want to
want
offer
to
one
All
up
right,
here?
I'll give I'll try to give my number 1.
Yeah.
Sure.
offer
My number
one.
I
one
guess that
is-
was my number
My
one,
number
yeah.
1 is Happy Gilmore.
go? Okay.
See, that wouldn't be on mine. So that's,
Really?
It's not in your top 5.
No, I don't even think so.
Really? When's the
Wow.
last time you
It's
watched it,
funniest
though?
movie.
I watched it 2 months ago. You remember when we were all having
We
an
did,
argument
yeah,
upstairs about it?
yeah.
I watched both Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore back to back. I'm like, it's funny, but it's like that last 30, 40 minutes is rough. It just is just like, come on now. Like it turns so serious way too fast. Like it settles way too fast into it. I think that's a
What
problem.
where the guy has a nail in his head? What are you talking about? Serious?
No,
That's in
like
the last 10
like
minutes.
with him trying to fucking win, and then there's like the jokes, like the percentage of jokes drop dramatically.
Yeah.
Well, then
it
that's where it becomes a
bothers me.
sports movie, though.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
becomes a sports
sure.
movie where it's like he's got to win, and now
Yeah, and
he's
sports
faces,
movies to me I've never clicked, so that's probably why. So
If
that's
you-
a good
I just
reason.
remember
Never
like
click?
in my generation, you were Happy Gilmore, you were Billy Madison, and I saw Happy Gilmore before I saw Billy Madison. Even though Billy Madison came out first, I just never got around to seeing it. I think I saw Tommy Boy instead. They came around the same time, and then I went back and saw Billy Madison because I had friends arguing which was funnier. And to me, I'm like, okay, the kids who were smart liked Happy Gilmore, the dumb kids like Billy Madison. Because Billy Madison's humor is way dumber. Shampoo, conditioner, and he's banging them together.
That's the worst joke in the whole movie. I just want to.
It is, but I know
know
people who were in
No,
fifth grade
no,
who thought it was
because
super
there's
funny.
a button where it goes, "Stop looking at me, Swan."
No,
That's a
that's
great
the
button.
worst joke in the movie, Jonah. I love that movie.
I
but it's
don't
the worst
disagree with
joke
you.
in the
I just
movie.
think it's a good button on the end.
Where Happy Gilmore to me had a little more edge to it, and like there was just it wasn't as sophomoric.
It's more of a movie. If I
Yeah.
had to argue, like
Yeah,
it
I
has,
still
it
love
has a
Billy
traditional
Madison,
structure.
but you know.
But
Billy
Billy
Madison
Madison
is-
is funny from beginning. Like the third act where they're doing the trivia, and that one guy like bitches out Adam Sandler for giving the worst answer
Yeah.
ever, and then
the
the guy,
one
and
guy,
Steve
the
Buscemi
guy that's one of the
shooting
best
him?
writers for SNL ever. The one guy.
What I'm sorry, I don't know his name off the top
Okay.
of my head, but yeah,
Okay.
I like that movie's funny beginning and end.
But
But Happy Gilmore is a movie.
It's a vignette
So-
of sketches.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I understand. I came in expecting Happy Gilmore to be on top 5, so I'm not upset about it.
Okay.
But I was just pointing out it's not on mine.
Happy Gilmore was my first Adam Sandler movie seen in the theater, and I was so excited because I love Billy Madison so much. I was so excited to see.
Oh.
And then also like when you could record, like when you would get pay-per-view and you could record it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was on there,
What a
and I would make
sneak.
copies for my friends because it was just the
Oh,
best.
you're dealing. You're pimping out
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Good for
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a little downhill. Ever
All right. So
since
my number one in terms of the funniest is Big Daddy. That is my number one.
it's
That's
good.
that's my number 2 Adam Sandler all time. Oh, nice. Is it your number 2?
Yep.
Let's go, baby.
Big Daddy's my number 2.
Can I
State-
get this
state
kid
your
a
cases.
Happy Meal?
State your cases.
All right, I'll go, and you can
Go
probably
ahead,
add to it. It's got the best combination of story, jokes.
Sad.
It's got heart. It gets a little sad without getting so sad where you're like Click.
Yeah.
Like Click was like
movie
depressing.
goes too far sad.
Click goes too far sad.
Yeah.
So it's like a complete movie,
Yes.
but it's funny enough where you could rewatch it.
Yeah.
To me, a good comedy has rewatchability. And that's why. And it was like he had gone beyond having to do the voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
normal in that.
yeah. And look, I get it. Adam Sandler was a star from his mid-20s on, or even early 20s on.
yeah.
Like he was, you know, he's
I
one
think
of
he was
those,
on Cosby when he was 19, I think.
yeah, I mean, well, that's just from acting, but even from like SNL on, like, you know, the number of people who were like leading men in comedy movies in their late 20s, you could count on one hand.
Sure.
And he happened to be one of them. And yeah, he did like, that's where he grew. That was like remember Pauly Shore being a big comedic star?
Of course I do.
Yeah. So he had like, but I'm saying was he couldn't
Fuck yeah.
grow
Yeah,
beyond
'cause-
his little shtick. He had his little shtick.
Yeah, but he fucking ruined it. He like crushed it through 5 movies.
I know, but then that's where it ended. Adam
Yeah.
Sandler had a little something similar,
Yeah.
but then realized I can't be this guy forever.
Yeah.
And Big Daddy was the switch.
Yeah.
And it was so good because look, he had Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, which I love, and like one or two other movies. And then
You're so
Big Daddy
fucking
was the
right.
one where it's like, oh no, this is a fucking adult comedic star now.
Yeah.
This is like becoming like a Bill Murray type. This
Yeah.
is like okay, you could do your little do and then do your fucking like be a serious
Yeah, just be a
like,
straight
you know.
man, but still funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why Big Daddy's my number
So
two.
my case is, I believe I'm right in saying it's PG-13, which is crazy because
It's a hard PG-13.
yeah, but it works. If a PG-13 that movie's that funny, it's truly funny. Like Talladega Nights is like that too.
Sure, yeah.
Even though there's an R version, but it's PG-13. It is the best use of Adam Sandler's supporting cast. It is the best Steve Buscemi role in a Adam Sandler movie. It's the best
He's
Rob
great.
Snyder by a mile.
By a mile.
Hip hop,
Yeah.
hip hop.
Hip hop,
It's
hip hop,
so-
hip hop,
He's so
hip hop.
funny in that. And then the other guy, the
give him
two-
all the easy ones.
all the
Yeah.
lawyer friends, like the two gay ones,
Oh,
and then
they're
the
great.
one.
Yeah.
They're all great. And Stephen Colbert's in it.
And
random?
Leslie
Or-
Mann.
Yeah,
no,
he's great.
no,
And Leslie Mann, yeah.
Yeah.
Jon
Right.
Stewart's in it.
Jon Stewart. Yeah.
Leslie Mann, who's Judd Apatow's wife, that's the best she's been.
Oh my god,
She's
yeah.
great in that.
Hooters.
She's great in it.
Yeah.
The
totally.
Hooters bit, yeah. It is a movie that the more you watch, the more you realize, oh no, that was a joke I totally missed.
Oh, yeah.
Because there, and then the kid actor, amazing. The Colin
he's
Dylan
great.
Sprouse.
Oh, he's fucking
great.
annoying as
fucking
shit.
so.
The guy from Friends?
He's
The
from
kid
Fri-
from
Oh,
yeah,
he's-
he's
oh,
a
he's
kid
in
from
Friends?
Friends.
Oh, I
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't
he
know
plays Ross's son in Friends as
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
older. But
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
and then he was Zach and Cody Sweet Life. But he's really good in
He is good,
Big
but yeah.
Yeah,
The
having-
peen thing, the stick thing.
The stick thing, the
Every
McDonald's
time I see
thing.
somebody on rollerblades, I want to throw a stick in them because of that movie.
It's so Scuba Steve.
Scuba
the
Steve's
whole,
great.
Like, teaching,
That's sweet, too. That's
Kangaroo
cute.
fucking
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
The live nudes, the thing, all the Hooter stuff's so funny. The guy, the old
Right.
guy with the balls. I mean,
Yeah.
great. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
It's such a forgotten movie, but I feel like as years goes on, people appreciate it more.
One of the
So
first dates
I'm
ever.
happy we're here doing that.
One of the first date movies. I've
Really,
ever been to.
it's
Yeah,
a
I took
really,
girl
it
that
is a
day.
really good first date movie.
Yeah, I took a girl that. Yeah, in the theater.
They like
how
sticks.
old are you?
Huh?
I said, damn, how old are you?
He's 32.
41.
Fuck
brother.
with you, man. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
your age, Jonah.
Yeah, yeah.
Joke, man.
So
Oh, I had a I think I had a I don't think I had a full license at that time. I think I had a
no, wait, you must have
permit.
You had to be like a sophomore or a freshman in high school.
Well, it was
'cause I in
PG-13,
eighth grade.
you're allowed in.
I think it was the second date I ever went on in my life. Yeah.
So
worth
okay,
it.
so we have we
got three.
That's going in too. So okay, good. Jonah, what do you have?
If we're going funny,
This is where the fight's gonna start.
is when the fight starts.
I'm waiting for
So
this.
if we're going funny, my number 2, right? Because we already eliminated Happy Gilmore, that was on the list. We already eliminated Big Daddy, that was on.
That's
that was
that's
low on
both-
my list.
That's on my number one. His number two. It's going.
That
on.
was on my
It's
top
going
10.
on.
So I'm gonna go funny here. I'm gonna go. I would argue probably the 4th funniest of the movies that we talked about. Don't mess with the Zohan.
No,
That
I'm
movie's
not
so
allowing
fucking
it.
funny.
I'm not allowing
That
it.
movie
I
is
watched
so
that shit a
fucking
month
funny.
ago. You
It
are
is
wrong.
so fucking funny.
Dude, there's 3 good scenes in that movie.
There's
And they're all
more
John
than 3
Turturro.
scenes in
They're
that
all
movie.
John Turturro. They're
No.
not Adam
Okay.
Sandler.
John Turturro
No.
is good in that.
First off, Robert Smigel wrote that movie, who's a genius.
Great.
Yeah, he is, but he wasn't a genius in that script.
Okay. Yes,
You
he
know what
was.
I mean? I don't know.
Yes, he was. Yes, he fucking
Well,
was.
I mean, look, you could be. I'm not thinking.
We're gonna choose Little Nicky over that. You're not gonna choose that. Okay, fine. Just go with it then.
No,
I
see, that's
have
the other
Little
one.
hey
Nicky
guys,
over that
when I
movie.
say that, just can I say something? Just go with it.
No, we're not.
I don't
doing-
even know
no.
Just Go With It. I haven't seen Just Go With It.
One
Is
of
that
my
him and
it's,
Jennifer Aniston?
It's up there.
Yeah, it's
Which
the
we
Jennifer Aniston one.
pre-talked about this.
Yeah,
and-
50 First Dates is better.
No, it's not.
It's a miles.
No, it's
it's a
fucking
miles.
not.
It's miles
No,
better.
it's not.
It's more iconic. It's more bad. There's.
I do like
Name
50
a
First
good.
Dates.
Name the iconic scene and just go with it. Go ahead.
Then the iconic scene in 51st Dates. Oh,
There's 3. There's one. He's on the boat crying. Then there's one with him in the rain asking for her back. And then the fucking when she wakes up, puts the tape in. I mean, there's. I could keep going. I mean, when he asked for
how
the
about this?
father
Keep going.
for the
And
Keep
there's-
going.
There's,
Keep going.
There's
The-
that
the-
walrus is hilarious.
the walrus. Yeah,
That's unblended. You know that's unblended.
No, that sounds.
I
Just
know it's not. I
50%.
just wanted
Yeah,
to say
you
that.
Fucking idiot. Yeah. Okay. So
By the way, Little Nicky's underrated, I feel like.
Little Nicky is
all
underrated.
right.
That movie
It's
gets
better
shit
than
on
I
and it
thought.
shouldn't get shit on.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
But Don't Mess with Zoe is so fucking funny.
Don't Mess with Zone had a few funny scenes, but I just like
Few funny
Let's-
scenes.
Nick
Get
Swartzen is not.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Joe,
fine. I'm okay getting voted out. I'm okay with getting voted out. I have no problems getting voted out.
It's Joe's turn.
All right, my number 4 pick, because I've given 3 so far.
It's my boy.
My number 4 is Waterboy.
Fuck off.
I love Waterboy.
It's not
man.
my top 5, but I like it.
It's simple.
I like it.
He's in a character the whole time. It's rewatchable. It's your perfect. I'm hungover on a Sunday morning. This is on TBS. Let's fucking hit play. Let's eat some leftover fucking pizza from the night before and just fucking zonk out to that movie. You can watch it
I like
over and
this
over
presentation.
again.
No.
You can watch it over and over again. It's got like it pumps you up in a way because he starts to when he figures out how to use the anger to hit people, and they're playing that back with another rock blocking beats, that techno song that was big in the early 2000s or late 90s, wherever the time that movie came out. And he's just fucking bashing people and crushing them. It's fucking great. And it relaunched in a way more than him being the principal in Scream, but Henry Winkler, who was the Fonz in Happy Days, is so good. And he had one of those careers where he was a star when he was like a teenager in his 20s. You didn't see much from him. And then all of a sudden he comes back with this second act in the late 90s, probably starting with him as the principal in Scream, which was most supposed to be like a cameo because they even make a dig at him being Fonzie because at one point he looks in the mirror and does like the Fonz thing. But he was hilarious in Waterboy. And from that point on, Adam Sandler cast him in a bunch of shit. He got in Arrested Development, which was a hilarious TV show. It relaunched him. And I don't know. I just think that's
Jerry Reed's
a
in that
really
too, and
funny movie.
Really good in that.
See, the way that Joe explained it, I would say all those things you said, Sunday Hangover movie, I would put Airheads in there.
I love Airheads.
Yeah, I know. Airheads is a good movie too.
And he's like
I just-
hot as shit in that movie. That's when he's like, you forget that he used to be hot as shit. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I know I said it counts as an Adam Sandler vehicle because he is one of the
He's
3 leads.
top 3. And
It's
Steve
just
Buscemi's
so
in that too.
hard
That's
to
how they
think
met.
of him
So
as-
good in that too.
Brendan Fraser when he was hot
I
as
get
shit.
your point though. It's
hard to
it's
think
my
of as an
number
Adam Sandler
5,
movie.
but I do understand.
I just
this
think
point.
the jokes are like so juvenile.
In Airheads, I thought.
No. I'm talking about
Waterboy. It's the
Waterboy.
same thing as Billy Madison, but with football.
I'll give you.
I mean,
a
it's the
grown
same
up.
thing.
I'll
I mean,
give you a
like-
grown up.
Yeah, the movie's pretty like, but
Oh wait, that was
Something's wrong with his
Billy
and
Madison.
Tulu
The-
Gablangata or whatever. Yeah,
the best scene
the
is
girlfriend's hilarious.
is when he's psyching himself
not.
up and the quarterback becomes like the coach, and
Yeah.
then Adam Sandler goes no,
Yeah.
and he goes what? I didn't say anything, and then he fucking kills
Eventually,
him.
they all get afraid of him too.
Yeah, it's
like,
so
it's great.
good.
Yeah,
yeah. It's
And then Kathy Bates turning and becoming like cool at the end.
I like this.
there's
I
something.
like this presentation.
Thank
I
you.
like what you did. I'm gonna offer up. Oh man. So some of them that aren't gonna like. I had Punch Drunk Love is amazing. It's not funny. Uncut Gems, funny people.
So
is one of my
are we
favorites.
sticking with
I'm
funny?
going funny, but I was naming those to say that I
Yeah.
love those, but they're not funny. But I will say
Funny People
the
is
Wedding
great.
Singer is
Oh, the wedding singer.
is fucking awesome. That movie was
Good.
fucking kill. It's so good. I mean, it's
I'd rather have that than Waterboy.
I have them both.
But I
Wedding
guess
Singer
but
is
I think
now
Wedding
my
Singer and
number-
Mr.
is
Deeds
now
is
my
kind of
number 5.
interchangeable.
Oh, Mr. Deeds is good too.
Mr. Deeds
Wedding,
is really
I'm
good.
Mr. Deeds. I'm sorry, but Big Daddy, yes, but yeah.
Wedding Singer is my number 5 right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got too excited. I totally forgot.
Soundtrack's great.
Soundtrack is so good.
The
dude.
The heart's good in that one too.
There's good
the whole-
jokes there. It's a period piece. Takes place in the 80s. Sorry, go ahead, Jonah.
Sorry, the scene where he's like he's testing his friend to drive the limousine.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, so funny.
Yeah. It is
really
good. That's better than 50 First Dates.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
And that was
100%.
the first movie he showed. Oh, I could sing.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. He's
Because he was
musically
always a
inclined.
funny singer before.
Yeah, he's
like
going,
like Hanukkah song, he's funny singing or he's singing goofy, you know what I mean?
Opera Man, yeah.
But in that movie, it's legitly him singing all of the parts where he's singing.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I could be a serious,
He's got like a
genuine
Dylan to him.
singer.
He's got a good
Yeah,
voice.
great voice.
Yeah. All right, Jonah. I have one more to present. So if you have one more, go ahead. And you know what my one more is going to be.
Did you already mention it by accident?
No, I'm going to. I've been brewing this one up.
I know
You know what
that.
it's
I
gonna
actually
be.
know what you're
Go
going to say.
ahead and present. Your,
Okay, so I'm gonna go with this, and you mentioned it, and I will say yes, it is technically a dramatic role, but I think when it is funny, it's very funny, and the first half is very funny. The second half, it loses it, but the first half is so good. Funny People.
yeah, it's funny.
He's
but,
great
like,
in it.
I mean, he's amazing,
But it's like-
he's not the funny one. Also, it's Jonah Hill and all of them.
I know
that
all
are
together
really
is funny.
in it.
Oh, it's Weiner, not Wiener.
Listen,
it's like
Jonah, you know I love me some funny people. It's my top 5 Adam Sandler of all time.
I love that
but
movie.
I can't allow it on the funny.
I think
one.
it's like, but it's funny enough, but it's dramatically so great, and I feel like we have to kind of like respect that a little bit.
No, we're talking about it. That's the respect it's gonna get.
Okay, fine. Then I'm
gonna
gonna do Pixels. I'm kidding.
Don't you do that to me, Hotel Transylvania.
I like Hotel Transylvania better than I like Funny People.
That's a
I
crime.
do not
on
like
it.
Funny People.
Joe.
I'm not a fan of Funny People.
Joe,
Can I
you
tell you
gotta-
why? Funny People is about 35 minutes too long.
It is. You're right.
No, yeah, that's
I don't
why
disagree
like
with you
it.
on that.
There's chunks of Funny People that I enjoy.
Mhm.
Um,
I like
but
that.
overall, I didn't love it.
I'm a big fan of comedy epics because I think
And Seth
they're a
Rogen
rare breed.
should not have been cast in that part.
Ooh,
I
Is he
like
too
Seth
old at
Rogen.
the time or what?
No, I like Seth Rogen, but I didn't like him in that role.
I liked him in that. Why didn't you like him?
I
I
get
don't
it.
know. It just
I think
for
he's
some-
interchangeable.
I think they should have cast someone who was a genuine stand-up. I think it would have held more weight.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know what?
But yeah, just that movie, I never did it. Adam Sandler is good in that, but he's also
great in that.
such a dick. But you're right.
He's
That's where
such
it
a
probably
dick.
borders. Like, is this a comedy? Is this a drama? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just didn't think.
I call it a dramedy.
And I
epic.
kind of blame Judd Apatow for this. Judd Apatow has got some great movies, and he's a great writer, and he knows funny, but he also has this criticism, and he's fought back against it. And stupidly, I feel like, where he said, like, you know, people will binge watch 5 seasons of a show, but they can't watch an extra 20 minutes of a movie. I'm like, no, it's a different thing, man. They're fucking different. You know what I mean? Like, if I listen to an album from someone, unless it's a double album, most albums are like 45 minutes long.
Right.
But if I go see my favorite band and they do a 45-minute show, I'm going to feel cheated. It's a little different.
Yeah, that's
Movies,
good.
especially comedy movies, I should not be thinking, when the fuck is this going to end? And he's had that with some of his movies.
I like that though. I'm on the
Really?
flip
Even
side.
40-Year-Old Virgin, I feel like, dude, you
I
could have
just
cut
watched
15
it.
minutes from
I'm
this.
halfway through that today. I started watching it.
Yeah,
'cause-
halfway. You couldn't even watch it in one go.
No, I had to come here.
Oh, okay.
I was eating.
I thought he was making my
No,
point
no,
for me.
no. I love 40-Year-Old Virgins on my top 100 all the time because I like that it's a comedy epic.
I mean, it's
And
such a
meaning
great
that
premise.
it's there's so much covered in such a time.
I would say that
And
Funny People is
People's the same way.
I think Funny People is the first movie when we all were like, these are kind of long, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no, it's long.
I didn't
I
notice
think that's the
it before
first
you were
one.
born.
When we were
It's
like,
just like Paul Thomas Anderson.
I take
movie.
it back.
It's
I didn't
Yeah,
notice
yeah.
it with 40-Year-Old Virgin, but like This Is 40 has moments in it. But then I remember being like, first of all, you forgot to be funny in the whole third act. There's like not one good bit in the third
Yeah,
act,
that's a problem.
and it just drags. So I remember watching that, and then I think Twitter was new at the time, and I tweeted, if the movie This Is 40 is accurate, I'm killing myself at 39.
you are
okay,
39,
which is- I
so
know,
what are
I
you
know.
doing?
It's
You're
almost
TikToking
time. It's
down.
Jesus.
I've avoided Judd Apatow movies since that one, so I wouldn't fucking kill myself.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Okay, for next week, for
Please
next week's
work with me, Judd
podcast, we're gonna
Apatow.
give you a loaded gun, one bullet, and we're gonna watch. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
watch.
see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
Do you have one more to bring up before?
No,
we,
I said
we-
my 5.
Okay,
I
this
think I
is,
said 4. Yeah, I think I only said 4.
No, I did 5 because when you
five?
brought up
Okay.
Wedding
well, we said a
Singer,
couple.
that was
We
mine.
Oh, right,
share.
right.
Mine are Happy
I thought we
Gilmore,
were-
Big Daddy, Billy Madison, Waterboy, Wedding Singer.
Yep.
I was gonna have Little Nicky in there, believe it or not.
But
I like Little Nicky.
now here's
So, I
mine.
forgot about Mr. Deeds. That was a good one too.
This
Yeah.
movie I've seen maybe 10 times, and I argue to this day
I know.
it is the most misunderstood movie, not in Adam Sandler's filmography, of all time.
I'm gonna hit you in
I
the
think
face.
people are morons for not getting it. I'd like to offer up that Jack and Jill is generally one of the funniest movies he's made, and it's the last probably funniest movie he's actually made. The movie is purposefully bad,
Yes.
and nobody seems to grasp that because they're like, "This movie's bad." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the point of the movie."
Right.
They bought Al Pacino. He's the
They
fucking
got him. Like they convinced him.
Godfather.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you think he
Forgot
just
he was
walks
in
into
that.
this movie is like, what? Like no, he like the last scene of the movie is him saying, they show the commercial and the last words in the movie are "burn this. No one should ever seen this." And they're debating on releasing it. It's a fucking it's for the movie. It's meta. They know the movie's awful. No way did Adam Sandler wake up and was like, "You know what? You know what's gonna sell?" And when people are like, "Me and drag," and like doing a horrible voice. Their asses after every take were laughing and be like, "This is awful." Like they know it's awful, and that's the point of the movie. It is awful on purpose, and it's hilarious. And I think it's the most misunderstood movie ever. And I generally would put it at number 5, but I won't get my
Okay.
wish, and that's okay. But I just want to point it out.
Okay. I'm doing spaces because this is why I'm gonna do spaces.
Okay.
Because I think Joe and I are gonna agree with you, disagree with you, and say no. But if you're what happened to you last week, if that comes back as cancer, we're going to look at you and say, yes, it should be number 1.
No, number 5. I
Number
want
5.
Big Daddy.
Okay.
No. And that would be at number 5.
Okay.
There's a scene in the movie.
So we're going to do 2 takes, and 1 take is going to be us being like, you're a fucking moron, and I hope you die.
Okay.
And then the second take is going to be like, oh my God, you're right, and you should live forever.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You ready? 3, 2. I'm going to go bad one first. 3, 2.
Dude, I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about? You should fucking kill yourself. That's
Jack
the stupidest thing I've ever.
And fucking Jill, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
fucking Pacino. Like, no, he's just that's
he wanted a
senile.
paycheck. He needed a new home.
Yeah.
He wanted a new beach home, I should say.
Yeah, and there's 20 years of just coke fucking getting in his head. It's bullshit. And fuck that guy.
Also, anything that's like, this is meta, it's bad, but it's bad on purpose. That's still bad. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care if it was
wasted
an
our time,
accident or
and we get it.
purpose.
Yeah,
It's
we get it.
bad.
Okay.
Don't give a shit if you meant for it to be bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're a
it's just
fucking
weak and
moron, you
dumb.
idiot.
All right.
Fuck you. You piece of shit. Whatever's coming
get
to you,
the
I hope.
fuck outta
Get the
here,
fuck
dude.
out of here. Fuck,
man.
fuck you.
Can we fire this piece of shit?
We already did. This is us firing you.
You do the
piece
good
of
one
shit.
now.
I wish
damn
you
it.
were dead.
Yeah, fuck off.
Do the good one now.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay. Say the Jack and Jill thing.
Okay. What part?
No, I got this. I got this.
You go ahead, Joe.
Dude, I agree with him, man.
I think it's good.
Jack and Jill is so fucking underrated.
I thought that too until he told me that a week ago and I watched it, and it's good. And like clearly Pacino knows what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the most celebrated actors
Ever.
of any generation, so he's not going to choose something that's really stupid.
And he never chooses comedy either.
That's
No,
right.
It
Yeah.
was just really fun, and I think they all kind of on set knew what the joke was,
Right.
And they knew, and Adam Sandler at the time knew too, and that's what I love about Adam Sandler. He employs his friends, everything
Right.
like that. He has this tight knit community that he's always supported,
Yeah.
and he has fun in his filmmaking.
Yeah.
So with Jack and Jill, I think at the time he kind of knew the critics were being like, hey, it's another Adam Sandler movie. Is it too much Adam Sandler? He's like, you
Right.
know what? Let's really fucking overdo it.
Yes.
I'm going to play multiple parts.
And he's
Right,
and I
Jack.
think also I think he's kind of fucking with Eddie Murphy during that too. I think he's just like, oh, Eddie Murphy, I
That's
can do
a
the same
good point,
fucking
It wasn't
thing.
even fucking with it. It was more like a nod to Eddie.
Yeah,
Murphy.
like not Eddie Murphy because
Yeah,
he's
to
a comedic
to
genius.
The movies of old.
Yeah.
Great
So you're right.
points.
You're right. I think
Those
it
were
maybe
genuinely
it should
actual
be in the
points you
top
two
5.
made. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a part in that movie where they're at the Lakers game and Johnny Depp's there.
Oh, we know.
Who they got Johnny Depp for. Of
course.
And then Al Pacino sits down looking like Osama and he even says as a joke.
Right.
He's like, no one's gonna notice me. And then the Jumbotron starts zooming on him and starts flashing Al Pacino's name on it.
Right.
Every time I've showed a friend group that gets a huge pop.
Well, that's this bullshit about what you're saying is that it's not celebrated because people don't understand. Like, hey, yeah, I know this is bad.
Yeah.
And
it's
I'm
like The
fucking
Room.
with you.
If people
Yeah.
like The Room, why don't they like Jack and Jill?
Right.
It's fucking this world's fucked
Because
up.
it's too smart.
It's too
because
smart.
because that's the problem with Adam Sandler is you forget how smart
He's
he
too
is.
smart.
Well,
Yeah.
audiences
meaning.
in America have gotten dumber, and they don't appreciate when artists actually try to be creative,
Right.
And they don't want to do the same old thing. They want to give you some new original take
Yeah,
on
I
something.
think he generally is flipping people off with that movie, and I just really dig that.
I think so too, and I think that's what makes him like one of today's most celebrated artists
Ever.
ever. Yeah, I think he's never done anything wrong. I think Ridiculous 6 is ridiculous that nobody thinks that that's a good movie. I think you're right.
I'm not
I
gonna play
agree with
with
you. I
that.
agree with you. I agree with you. I do agree with you. Ridiculous 6 is not problematic whatsoever.
Yeah.
And everything they did is right. You are right that you said that. And I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Another one. Let's rank these bitches. All right.
Let's land the plane.
So, okay. So we definitely have Big Daddy. We definitely have Happy Gilmore. We definitely have Billy
It
Madison.
was half of being there.
Okay. So what are the other two? Did we agree on The Wedding Singer? Everyone
I think
everyone
the
popped
wedding
up for The
singer.
Wedding Singer.
You convinced me on the wedding singer.
Let's
So that's
go.
4.
We
So
forgot
that's
about-
4. Now
Oh,
what's
it's
number
4. What's
5?
the other one?
I think
I'm
might
going to
go
lose
Bill.
on Waterboy. I know that.
I like
lose.
Waterboy. I have
But I
a
think
half
Big
a hand up
Daddy.
for that
Did we
one.
say Big Daddy yet? No.
That's
Big
on
Daddy's
there. Big
in there.
Daddy's in
He's
there.
already in there.
That was
I'm
my
sorry.
1 and his 2. That has to go.
Right. Sorry.
So
What movies?
But Waterboy significantly was like that was a movie when it came out because of how much money it made. It goes Adam Sandler is a star because that was his 3rd movie. Right, it was before Big Daddy, right?
Before
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, and that was the one that he made. I mean, I saw it in the theater, and there was a fucking line out the door.
oh yeah.
And I
couldn't
remember,
imagine.
being in line, being like, "How the fuck does everybody know about this movie?" That is the movie that gave him a blank check,
Yes.
Yeah,
basically.
he can make
So
whatever he
I
wants.
think you have to put that on for
Maybe.
cultural significance.
It's like what Wedding Crashers did for Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
Oh
agreed.
God, Wedding
Or is it
Crash is so
Dodgeball?
good.
One of them, yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could do Grown Up.
Although I disagree. Well, Grown Up also. I mean,
Grown Up's
Grown
great.
Ups is like you can.
That was a huge movie too. I
Yeah.
remember that as a kid. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck!" It felt like the Avengers. That was the Avengers before the Avengers.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, they're all
But
all his friends are in a movie. And
Yeah.
then I remember I went to the theater. I remember that.
he has a comedic Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 2 years before.
Too bad
Was
they didn't
Waterboy
snap
in the
and get
top
rid
five
of
then?
Rob Schneider.
I think we put it at 5.
I think it has to be.
I like Waterboy.
As much as I don't
love
like
Waterboy.
as much as I disagree with how great that movie is, I think it has to be in for.
So
cultural
Billy Madison is
significance.
number 1 because it was both your number ones, right?
Yeah.
That was my
So I
number
lost
2.
on that. Oh, what was your number 1 again?
Big Daddy. So my number 1 is Big Daddy. Your number 2 is Big Daddy, and then his number 1 is Billy Madison. My number 2 is.
So
Billy
I
Madison.
almost feel like based off that information, I'm going to say what the top 5 is based off the information I just
But if Billy
received.
Madison didn't work the way it did when
you're
it
talking
when it
about
got
other stuff.
released,
We're talking about the
VHS.
funniest movie.
Yeah, we're not talking about
Tim Billy
like,
Madison.
if
I
he
still
would have
giggle.
tripped one day, maybe he would have chose a different role. I mean, we can't do it.
Can I
that
say
way.
something? He tripped in Billy Madison. That's really funny.
So
And in
Big Daddy
Daddy.
1,
Yeah.
Billy Madison 2.
No, Big Daddy's not number 1. I'll fucking fight
The
both
two
you.
of us, I have it
I'm
number
ready.
2. He has it number
I'm
1.
ready. I'm this so far. Okay, keep going.
I will
keep reading
split your
list.
stitch in your nutsack, and I'll
Those resolve
shove
on their own
my
very soon.
foot in your newly opened asshole.
Ooh, good.
If you don't
They
fucking
close it
put,
back up, it doesn't stay open.
well, then why is he whistling all the time when he's sitting?
You can't whistle, can you? Because if you could whistle, you probably would have taken that opportunity
Yeah.
to whistle. There you
Yeah,
go.
not very good. Okay,
All right.
what's 3 then? No,
3
finish your
Happy
list first.
Gilmore, 4 Wedding Singer, 5 Waterboy.
I accept the.
That's definitely the 5. We're gonna argue over order
Perfect.
now.
Let's end.
I think I think Big Daddy should be 4.
What? You're on crack.
I have it at 2. He has it at 1. It's not going to be a
You're
fucking
on crack.
4. It can't be worse than 2 based off me
Because
having it
he's
2
a
and him having it
child
1.
and you have 2 kids. That's the only reason why it's up there.
No, I thought
What the
this.
fuck did that have to do with anything?
Because you're a child and he has 2 kids.
What does his 2 kids have to do with
Because
Big Daddy?
Really,
the
it
movie
reminds
came
me-
Did he
out
fucking
when I
adopt
was
the?
fucking
Did he
14,
adopt the
dude.
child?
Yeah, but like you have more. You agree with it more because you have kids now, and then
No,
that's the thing.
I haven't watched it since I've had children.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in 12
That proves my
fucking
point
years.
even more. You haven't seen it.
he didn't adopt a kid.
I
His
just
friend
wa-
went to fucking China, dude.
Dude, I just watched that movie 15 years ago, so I should fucking know what I'm talking about.
It's that too.
You know why he's mad? Because he took his first date there, and she didn't touch his dick afterwards.
I
And he
think she
still
did
has
eventually.
resentment.
I think
He
that
still
was
has
when we did a lot of.
Eventually. She
I
was
think
very
that's when we
mad.
did over the gene stuff.
And he was very mad. He got no over the jeans stuff, and he paid for a lot of popcorn. And
I'm pretty sure I got over the
Wait,
gene stuff.
was Billy Madison not even in your top 5?
Billy Madison was number 3. I said
Yeah.
No, in your personal top 5.
of like every movie I've ever seen.
No, funny
funny.
Adam Sandler. When in your original top 5, you had.
No, the only movie I didn't have in my original top 5 was Wedding Singer. Billy Madison. No, I had Little Nicky at number 5, and I replaced Wedding Singer. I got Little Nicky out of the top 5 for Wedding
Which
Singer.
I think that's a ballsy move, Little
Oh,
Nicky,
okay.
and I agree with that movie. I think that movie is very
movie's
underrated.
I think it's underrated,
Yeah.
man. I
That
thought it was
movie's
really
fine.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah, my personal top 5 was Happy Gilmore, Big. I said Billy Daddy. Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, Billy Madison 3, Waterboy 4, Wedding Singer 5. Wedding Singer was what made me change. I've always had. I walked into this fucking studio with Billy Madison at number 3.
okay, interesting. Okay, I am very happy with Joe's list he has created. I'm happy with it.
Where's Big Daddy in this list?
It's
Number 2.
No,
Or
you
no,
had
number
it at
1. I had
No.
No, hold on.
No.
Hold on now. Let's not backpedal. I like it at 1.
Well, you had it at 1. I had it at 2. It can't go lower than 2 based off of that.
It can, because you know what? You can put it at 3. So like it can
Three,
go.
What, you just make it 2. It's the
This
fact
is
you're trying to
just
put it
arguing
4
for the
and 3.
sake of arguing.
Fine,
There's
then
no way
what's
you
one,
give enough of a
fine, then
fuck.
what's number 1 then? Actually, I do. What's number 1 then? Billy Madison.
Okay,
No,
but
I will not have
It's
Billy
either Billy
Madison
Madison
at
or
1.
Happy Gilmore.
He's not gonna let it
I'll
at
Happy
one.
Gilmore. I'll do Happy
I'll
Gilmore.
do Happy
1.
Gilmore at 1.
No,
I'll do Happy
I'm not
Gilmore 1.
allowing that. That's not even in my top 5.
Which is
That's
insane.
That's
to
insane.
me.
That's insane.
You know what?
That's not.
I
That's
hope you
bullshit.
fucking die.
We have it at 3. I think that 3 is fine.
That's,
I think 3 is perfect for that.
then what's 1?
Guys, it is 4 in the morning.
Listen.
we all
Not.
go home.
It is not
Listen,
even 1 o'clock.
Here's the actual math here that I've been glossing over because I want my number 1, but I'll be fair.
Uh-huh.
I had Billy Madison at 2. You had at 1. He had at 3.
So Billy
You didn't
Madison's
have
gonna be-
Big Daddy at all. So Billy Madison's automatically 1 because all
Okay.
3 of us had it on our thing.
True.
So Big Daddy's 2, and then Happy Gilmore's 3.
I'm okay
Then
with that.
Wedding Singer, then Waterboy. That's it.
That's good.
That's
That's
fine.
it.
I'll
That's
deal
it.
with
You're
that.
welcome, bitch boy.
Hey,
Bitch Boy sounds like an Adam Sandler movie.
it does sound like Adam
That
Sandler
sounds like
movie.
a
yeah.
character. He
Yeah,
just showed up
exactly.
like, "Hi, I'm bitch boy."
Hey,
Yeah.
can I say something to both of you?
What?
I'm glad you guys are okay and care
Oh,
about
thanks,
both of you
Jonah.
very
I
I
much.
hope,
appreciate that
I hope
ride
something
again.
bad
That was
happens
really
to you, so
sweet.
we can
Thank
have
you.
a sympathy podcast
Yeah, we
for
need
you.
to have something going for him.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't
Don't
what?
put that on
Supposed to
me.
go to the
Don't
doctor,
you
though.
put that
Don't
evil
put that on me. I don't care about that.
When was that time you went to the doctor besides your eyesight?
What doctor?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
41. Do you get a 40-year-old physical?
Why would I do that when I feel fine?
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they all say. That's
We'll
why
find him
men
in the
die
street
sooner
one
than
day.
women.
What?
This is why men die before women because
Oh,
they
okay.
don't go to doctors.
Yeah. This is why men swim with bull-legged women. Jaws. That's
What the
Jaws.
fuck are you
Fucking
talking?
watch
End this
Jaws.
shit. Land this plane.
Don't
Someone
leave
land,
yet. You
land,
gotta say
land this
goodbye.
plane.
Okay.
I
Let's
guess
land the plane.
Thank you for listening to Let's Get Dumb, everybody. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your enemies, listen with your mom, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Instagram. On there, you'll see where Jonah and I are going to be. Austin is also on the social medias.
Hi.
What's your handle? At
It's James Austin Black. It's
James
just the
Austin
name.
Black.
Just come on over.
And he's at Jonah Jerkins. I'm at Joe Kilgallen. You guys are the best. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Big Daddy.
Big dick.
Number 2. We'll take number 2.